From space, Antarctica looks simple. It's a vast, silent, and desolate sheet of white that covers over 14 million square kilometers. It seems like a flat, featureless wasteland at the bottom of our planet. It is, by far, the coldest, driest, and windiest place you can imagine, a polar desert where the snow that falls almost never melts. But that's not the real story. Not even close. What if I told you that this is all just a mask? That beneath this shield of ice, which is nearly 3 miles thick in some places, there lies a hidden world more extreme than any other continent on Earth. We're talking about a world with mountain ranges larger than the European Alps, canyons so deep they make the Grand Canyon look like a ditch, and hundreds of lakes filled with liquid water that haven't seen sunlight in millions of years. This is the story of Antarctica's impossible geography, a world we're only just beginning to see. And what we're finding there is challenging everything we thought we knew about our planet. Fact 1. Seeing the invisible. So, how do you even begin to map what's under a continent-sized block of ice? For decades, scientists were stumped. The ice sheet itself, averaging over a mile thick, is so heavy it has literally pushed the bedrock down, in some places over 1.5 miles below sea level. But in the last few decades, our ability to see the invisible has taken a massive leap forward. Using an incredible combination of ice-penetrating radar, seismic readings, and high-resolution satellite data, scientists have finally started to peel back the ice. Projects like Bed Machine have gathered millions of miles of radar scans and combined them with the basic physics of how ice flows. By tracking the subtle dips and movements on the ice's surface, they can figure out the shape of the land hidden far below. It's like reading the ripples on a river to understand the rocks on the riverbed. And what these new maps have shown us is not a flat continent at all. It's a dynamic, complex, and frankly, bizarre landscape. We've discovered ancient river channels stretching for hundreds of miles, dramatic highland and lowland boundaries that hint at violent tectonic histories, and entire mountain ranges, buried and perfectly preserved. We're looking at a ghost landscape, a snapshot of a world that existed before it was flash frozen in time. This isn't just about mapping old rocks, this is about understanding the plumbing of our planet's giant air conditioner, and right now, that machine is showing signs of breaking down. Fact 2. The Ghost Mountains of Gondwana. Perhaps the most startling discovery came all the way back in 1958. During a trek across the vast emptiness of East Antarctica, a Soviet expedition found something that shouldn't exist right in the heart of the continent, a mountain range. Today, we call them the Gamburtsev Mountains. They are a colossal range, stretching for 750 miles, with peaks estimated to be nearly 9,000 feet high, rivaling the European Alps in scale. And yet, they are completely buried, in some places under thousands of feet of solid ice. This created a huge geological mystery. Mountains that old should have been eroded down to nothing millions of years ago. So why are they still here, with sharp peaks and deep valleys, looking like they were frozen in time only yesterday? The answer is a wild story of planetary rebirth. Scientists now believe the Gamburtsevs first formed over 1 billion years ago, during the creation of the supercontinent Rodinia. They were worn down by time, but left behind a deep, dense root in the Earth's crust. Then, around 200 million years ago, as the later supercontinent Gondwana was breaking apart, a surge of heat from below gave that root new life, lifting the mountains once again. Finally, around 34 million years ago, the climate plunged into a deep freeze. Glaciers started forming in these very mountains and eventually merged into the Great East Antarctic ice sheet that entombed the range, protecting it from erosion ever since. And get this, beneath the ice, we've found fossilized pollen, proof that Antarctica was once a temperate world of forests and rivers, a shocking contrast to the ice desert of today. Fact 3. Canyons to the center of the Earth, but mountains are just the beginning. The hidden landscape of Antarctica is also scarred by enormous canyon systems that dwarf anything on the surface of our planet. There are over 300 massive canyons crisscrossing the land beneath the ice. And then there's the Denman Glacier. Scientists using the bed machine data found something mind-blowing. Beneath the Denman Glacier lies the deepest known land point on planet Earth. It's a trough that plunges an incredible 11,500 feet below sea level. For perspective, the lowest exposed land on Earth, the shore of the Dead Sea, is only about 1,400 feet below sea level. This single canyon is nearly 8 times deeper. It's a chasm, 62 miles long and 12 miles wide, filled completely with ice. These canyons aren't just geological oddities, they are the continent's Achilles heel. They act as colossal funnels, channeling ice from the interior out toward the ocean. More importantly, recent discoveries have shown that these same troughs are now creating pathways for warm ocean water to travel inland, melting the glaciers from underneath. This hidden geography, these impossible canyons, are the very features that could control how quickly the ice melts and how fast our sea levels will rise. Speaking of our planet's future, understanding these incredible discoveries is more important than ever. If you're finding this journey beneath the ice as fascinating as I do, take a second to hit that subscribe button. We explore the world's biggest mysteries every week, and you won't want to miss where we're headed next. Fact 4, a world of hidden lakes now for what might be the most alien feature of Antarctica's impossible geography, liquid water. Underneath miles of ice, where surface temperatures can drop to almost -130 degrees Fahrenheit, scientists have discovered a network of over 400 subglacial lakes. The most famous of these is Lake Vostok. It's one of the largest lakes in the world, about the size of Lake Ontario, but it sits buried beneath 2.5 miles of solid ice. The immense pressure from the ice sheet above, combined with geothermal heat coming from the Earth below, keeps the water in a liquid state. For scientists, finding Lake Vostok was like discovering a sealed-off alien world right here on Earth. This lake has been isolated from the atmosphere for at least 400,000 years, and maybe as long as 15 million years. Could life exist in such a cold, dark, high-pressure environment? The answer seems to be yes. In ice cores drilled from just above the lake, researchers have found the genetic material of thousands of different species, mostly bacteria and fungi. Some of these organisms are similar to those found near deep-sea hydrothermal vents, suggesting such vents might exist at the bottom of Lake Vostok, providing energy in the eternal darkness. These life forms have been evolving in total isolation for geological ages, creating a unique biological time capsule. Fact 5, the Doomsday Glacier. This hidden world of mountains, canyons, and lakes isn't just a curiosity. It's the stage for one of the most urgent threats facing our world today, the collapse of the Thwaites Glacier. Nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier, this one body of ice is the size of Florida and it's one of the fastest changing ice ocean systems on the continent. Thwaites alone holds enough ice to raise global sea levels by over 2 feet. But even more terrifying, it acts like a cork holding back the rest of the West Antarctic ice sheet, which could add another 10 feet to sea level rise. And right now, that cork is coming loose. Recent surveys have shown that the glacier's grounding line, the point where it lifts off the bedrock, has retreated several miles since the 1990s. And this is where that hidden geography becomes so critical. The glacier sits on bedrock that is mostly below sea level, creating a dangerous instability. New maps show a complex mix of hard rock and slippery sedimentary basins that affect how fast the ice can slide. And those deep canyons we talked about are now funneling warm ocean water right to the glacier's base, melting it from below. Scientists are watching massive fractures spread across its floating ice shelf, a clear sign that it's weakening. The fate of coastal cities from Miami to New York to Mumbai is directly tied to the impossible, invisible geography beneath this one glacier at the bottom of the world. Fact 6, an alien climate on Earth. While this hidden world of rock and water grinds away in the dark, the surface of Antarctica is just as extreme. It's a polar desert, getting less precipitation on average than the Sahara. Combined with its high elevation, this makes it the coldest place on Earth. At Vostok Station, the temperature once plunged to a record-breaking -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or -89.2 Celsius. The continent is also home to legendary katabatic winds, where cold, dense air from the high interior plateau pours down toward the coast. These gravity-driven winds are ferocious, with gusts recorded at nearly 200 miles per hour, some of the fastest wind speeds ever seen on the planet. And yet, even this frozen world isn't immune to heat. In March of 2022, an unprecedented heat wave stunned scientists. Temperatures in parts of East Antarctica shot up more than 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38 degrees Celsius, above normal. This shocking event, caused by a river of atmospheric moisture from the tropics, is a stark reminder that even the most remote place on Earth is connected to our changing climate. So, Antarctica isn't a simple, white slate after all. Far from it. We've gone from seeing a featureless wasteland to a complex world of ghost mountains, impossible canyons, and hidden lakes. We've discovered a lost world, frozen in time, that holds both the secrets of our planet's past and the keys to its future. The new maps being created are revealing a hidden architecture that controls the stability of the ice and, with it, the height of our oceans. What we've learned has completely flipped our understanding of the continent on its head. But the most unsettling part is how much we still don't know. There are huge parts of this subglacial world that are completely unmapped. What other mountains lie waiting to be discovered? What other lakes, sealed for eons, might harbor life we can't yet imagine? The impossible geography of Antarctica shows us that even in the 21st century, there are still new worlds to discover on our own planet, and that we're in a race against time to understand them before they're changed forever. If this journey to the bottom of the world blew your mind, check out our other video on the secrets of the Mariana Trench, right here. And let us know in the comments, what part of Antarctica's hidden world surprised you the most? Thanks for watching.